you have different options usually. So for example, if you work for the state and you're splitting up a pension in a divorce, you can choose to, let's say my spouse works for the state and I can choose, do I want to just wait until he retires and then I'll receive 50% of his payment and I get that payment as long as he's getting that payment. So like essentially I'm tied to him. Like my income starts when his does. I'm kind of dependent on him for that income because he controls when he starts it. Or we can create this separate account. It's called the segregated method, where they create the separate account now. They move my credits over, and then I decide when I start my payments. It's based on my lifetime. I get to designate, a beneficiary or whatever. You've got some different options available to you. And I would imagine that this is going to vary across different organizations, but like you want to make sure that you understand how that works. Like who decides when you start it and what happens if your spouse dies? What happens if you die? You get to designate beneficiaries. You need to figure out all that stuff because that matters a lot.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, because usually, and I'm glad to again talk to you about these things, because generally when people have these questions, or even when they don't, I'll let them know there's different ways this can be done, because it should be, they don't have to decide that in the divorce settlement. They don't have to decide at that point how they want to have that distributed or assigned to them. But they do, during the quadro process, need to make that determination, because the language of the quadro is different depending on their decision on that.